seconds late, so we shall see. Let me get my screen here a little crooked. You guys can see that, but my TV screen's a little not straight. Alrighty, looks like I'm rolling live here, and hear the ringtone. All right, I'm rolling live here. So I got comments. We are good to go. Excellent. Oh, goodness. All right, we're rocking live. It's going to kind of hang tight for just a second. Let things settle in. Forrest Smith, what's happening, brother? How are things down your way in Wisconsin? Getting cold yet or getting some nice fall weather? We got some pretty nice fall weather up here. We can't complain. That's for sure. Alrighty, as usual, guys and gals, I've got this up. Yeah, we just cut me one piece and throw it in that bowl. Bring it in here, please. I'm going to be kind of eating on the fly as well, too. Dinner ran a little bit late, so one of my kiddos is helping me out. I'm rolling live, YouTube and Facebook Live. Same both places. I don't know that you're here unless you decide to comment. So be sure and comment, say hi, leave me a message, ask me a question, whatever you want to do. Just let me know. Otherwise, I won't know you're here. Amy Clark, hello. And Forrest Smith says cold, all caps. So I figured it might be chilly up your way. Oh, man. Yeah, we had a 3 or 4 day rain up here too, but it wasn't crazy, and also it wasn't cold like it gets down your way. So awesome, thank you. Huh? You don't want me? No, it's good. So yeah, so we got a little wet, but it's all good. I don't know. I think it got mushy in some places, but I've been riding gravel out here, and I just have to avoid a couple of roads. Outside of that, it's all good. I haven't had any issues. Hello, Amy, and that was Amy's special ringtone that you guys heard just a minute ago. So she was probably I told her to text me so that everybody could hear it. All right, nothing on YouTube. I'm gonna take a couple bites and then I'm gonna get started. Drinking my hot tea, my fake wine, my water bottle, some of my new bike lab bottle. Kind of cool. Got a red one. I think it's blue. It could be purple, but I'm pretty sure it's blue. So my grape juice looks like wine, feels like wine, doesn't taste like wine, but get me through sober September. Today is the 15th, so we're halfway there. Cheers, Amy Clark. We're halfway there. Sweet, Forrest. Yeah, for sure. I hope you get some nice days, get some riding in. We sure can't complain here. It's been pretty damn beautiful. The weather in the fall's kind of moved in. We've had a little bit of rain here and there, but it's knocked the edge off all that heat that we had for a while. And it's been pretty solid. I've been riding in pretty much 80-degree weather for a week now, so. Daniel Lemon says, perfect riding weather here in Wichita Falls. Pavement only until the trail opens tomorrow, Thursday. Yeah, I saw where they're doing some work out there, Daniel. I think that's pretty normal for your trail, though. I think most of it's actually built in a floodplain, so. Forest Stampede is not on. I'm sorry. I haven't taken it off the event. I was going to do that today, and honestly, I got behind at work, and I didn't make that happen. Stampede is not on, Forest. We couldn't get the permit because of the park. The park has large group limits. So we were hoping that they would lift that possibly for this race or possibly by this time. But that didn't happen, so. Kelly Farms Trail says race for the goal was tons of fun. I wrote that on my notes that I'll talk about here in a minute, and that was I said it looked like a lot of fun. So that was actually the very first thing I wrote. So and we'll talk about you guys in a bit. All right, let's see. Make sure there's nothing on YouTube going. No questions over there. All right, I got a couple check-ins over on YouTube, but no comments, so I'm good to go. All righty, let's let me take one more good bite here. I would say fried zucchini. I guess I didn't fry it. Baked it in the oven. Grilled pork chops and a little rice. Rice from our rice cooker. I kind of got screwed up. I'd already turned the rice cooker on and I was wiping the cabinet down. And the plug-in, where it plugs in, doesn't plug in very strongly. Hit the cable and it came unplugged, so I had to plug it back in. So it kind of, the timing jacked up the rice, but oh well, pretty good. Yeah, Forrest agreed. It's pretty much a bummer. I mean, we just keep running into issues here and there, and some of it's related to COVID, but honestly, a lot of it's not. A lot of it's just been, some of our others have just been issues with the trail, issues with the promoters and things of that nature. So, but T-Bird was just strictly the permit issue. That's really where we're at right now. Is just getting permits. So yes, and Medicine Park is on. We'll talk about that. That's my only for sure right now. Is Medicine Park, tell the truth. So, so let's go ahead and hit it. Tour de Dirt. There's not a lot. We have two possible races. We have Guthrie the weekend of the 11th, 12th. I don't know. I guess I should have looked that up. Whatever that weekend is. And then we have Medicine Park on the 25th, the weekend of the 25th. And those are our only two venues. We canceled T-Bird last week. I'll make the proper correction on the Tour de Dirt webpage tomorrow, maybe tonight if I have time, after I get off of here. It's just a quick text file that I edit and upload FTP up to the web host. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. Don't know what we're going to do for the the season. So probably check that email. That's kind of an important one. We're good. So I had to check in with the boss there. That's her special ringtone that you guys get to witness. So, so yeah. I mean, so we're guaranteed Medicine Park. Stampede is off the books because of the permit. And honestly, I'm struggling right now with Guthrie. I'm working with a couple people right now. We have some possible things happening. We don't know yet. I'm going to work more on that tonight after this, and in the morning, make a few phone calls, talk to a few people, and just see what we can scramble with. But right now, Guthrie's up in the air. It's not a COVID issue. It's just strictly a promoter issue. The promoter got a couple of super important, but also like time-consuming jobs dropped his lap at work, and this pretty much negated his ability to get it permitted and organized. So I was a little disappointed that I didn't find this out sooner, because I think there's a lot of people that could promote this venue. The venue's still golden. I think we need some trail work done, but I mean, we could probably get that taken care of. Somebody can do that. We can find someone to do that. The trail's pretty short, fairly easy to maintain, I believe. Getting the permit through the city should be fairly easy. And then getting it permitted through USAC is just a little time consuming, 3 days worth of work online, getting insurance and things of that nature. It's just filling out paperwork online. It's not hard. So, that kind of thing. And we'll see. So I'll let you know about Guthrie as soon as I know. But for right now, the only for sure is Medicine Park, and they're permitted. Online reg is up. They've got the whole weekend planned. We're talking, we've got Strava, we've got Axes, we've got taste testing, we've got costumes, we've got cross country, little downhill. I'm not even sure what all we have. So I'm just glad that it's in October and not sober September. So because I think a lot of fun's going to be had that weekend. Should be good. Oh man. Yeah. Corey Harrelson. Yeah, it's been 2020's been an issue. Mountain bike racing has been pretty thin since February for sure. Yeah, motocross is not something I can do. The thing is outside of a few places limiting us on getting permits, really most of the cancellations have not been from COVID. Most of the cancellations have just been, busy lives with the promoters and their crews, trail conditions and things of that nature. So, Forrest, dude. Yeah. If you've not been to Medicine Park, you need to come. Yeah, you definitely need to. It's a cool place. It's tough as hell. It's probably one of the hardest courses in the state. Yes, Amy Clark, I said costumes. That I did. Friday night costumes, I would assume. I don't know. Now, I know that was the plan. I bought, back on the original date, I started my costume rolling already. I've got a little something stashed away in my closet. So lights and costumes for Friday night. That's part of the Fools Fest, or whatever the Fools Fest award is going to be for the overall who participates in all the events. I'm assuming we're still going to do that. So it's going to be a baller weekend. Forrest, you should try to get off work. Come hang out with us in October. It's going to be cold and snowy up where you're at anyway. So come down here. Even in October, with the worst case scenario, it probably won't be terrible. Heck yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Make that your Oklahoma trip for sure. It'll be a great weekend. We'll have to find you a place to stay though. It's things are probably already booked up that weekend in the park, but you might start trying to look right now. Let's see. All righty. Haven't been going off my notes here. I think that's about it, unless you guys have any questions about the Tour de Dirt. So I'm gonna roll on. So I got a couple of events. Oh, nice! You can work from anywhere. Heck yeah! So you just come spend the whole week down here that weekend, that week and weekend. I want to take you out on some gravel out here, Southwest Oklahoma. It's probably the rudest Weekly Wizard update ever done, being I'm eating and smacking into the mic. I'll probably hold off now. I don't feel like I'm famished at this point. So let's roll on. I got a couple of events that I want to talk about that happened this weekend. Just talk a little bit about them. And you guys can chime in too, because I didn't attend either one of them. Would have liked to have attended both, actually, but I just couldn't swing it. I just hung out here at the house and got some good rides in. I doubled up each day this weekend myself, so I just stayed home and did a double up. Works kind of nice. Amy was down, and so what we typically do when she's down here is we plan a hike or a kayak or something like that. And so we decided to go kayak fishing at Quartz Mountain on Saturday to see if we could. We were hoping to get into some walleye. We got into a mess of them here 2 or 3 weeks ago, and they're so fun to catch. Hard as hell to get off the hook and on a stringer when you're in a kayak. A little sketchy when you got teeth. But anyway, so we decided to do that on Saturday, and we decided to go into the Wichita Mountains and do a big hike on Sunday. So what I do is I pick a spot somewhere there or in between. So like I rode to Quartz on Saturday. She drives the car and the gear and all that, and a change of clothes for me. And so I ride my bike there, and then we change and we get in the kayaks and kayak for a couple hours. And we got 2 walleye. I caught one nice one, and Amy caught a small one. We let them go because at the end of the day, because we only had 2. So if we'd have got 3 or 4, we'd have kept them all. And then Sunday I knocked out I just did another hour 45, 2-hour ride, gravel. I rode from here to Cooperton. Been eyeing some gravel out there, and I just kind of ride out in that way. I've got a course in mind. I'm going to try to map out here over the next couple of days out in that Cooperton area. Some pretty cool little things. Anyway, so she picks me up in Cooperton out in the middle of nowhere, and then we went over to the Wichita's, and we did like a 2.5-hour hike. It's pretty fun. Did it over in Post Oak, where the waterfalls are at, and then we went way past that and climbed up top. So anyway, it's all cool. Let's see. Forrest says let's see. Oh, I got let's see. Herb Brown, last race of the G3 was maybe the last I heard. Not really. I mean, that was probably the last one that that was quite a while ago, Herb. I mean, I've been racing. I've been doing a lot of gravel. There's been a lot of Kansas gravel going on. There's been a Texas cross country. Yeah, I'm sure. I know there's been several races. I mean, I've done 3 races just in, I don't know, just since summer started closing. Close of summer. So there are races. You just have to kind of look around. Forrest says, I need to hit some Arkansas trails for sure, Forrest. I'm jonesing to get back down there and do a ride as well too. It's been some time. They've got the extent, so they have the back 40, and then they have an additional section. I don't know how many miles it is, called Little Sugar, I believe is the name of it, which is the new part of that, west of the back 40. I've not done any of that yet. I also know that Kohler's got some super cool upgrades and updates. I think that's been an in progress part for a while. So anyway, should be cool. I'm looking forward to getting back there and kind of getting updated and seeing some of the new stuff there as well too. But yeah, you'll love Arkansas for sure. I was up in Arkansas 2 weekends ago. I wasn't in Northwest. I was a little bit further south than that. I did the Womble. Got all spidered up and ticked up, but it was all good. It was fun. I sold the Womble. It's kind of cool. Jeremy Coleman, what's up? For sure. Absolutely, Forrest. We can totally do it. Just let me know. Jeremy Coleman, what's happening? Jeremy's probably sitting with the little one. All right, I got 2 events to cover. We had this weekend. So Kelly Farms knocked out the race for the gold. Again, sorry I missed that. Again, I was just trying to stay local, and I had to work out something with Amy. We're in transition a lot this week. This was a crazy week for both of us, so we just decided to stay home and just do our stuff here locally. So apologize for not making it, but I saw the pictures and saw the posts, and man, it looked like it was a great time. Saw Jay Black with medals. John Denn had a medal. I saw our an award. I don't know what all the awards are. The awards were kind of crazy cool looking. Victor Cashes was some. Saw Michael Bonds was something. I don't know what hardware you guys got. I couldn't tell from the picture, but it looked like there was probably more hardware around. Looked like a great time. Looked like Jay Black won the race for the gold, which is the actual race. So I don't know what his full strategy was. So he probably rode hard, but it does appear that he stopped and grabbed gold coins, because it looked, from what I could read, he was able to take almost 2 minutes off his time by grabbing coins. So a good strategy by my brother from Bike Lab, Jay Black. But look like just a hell of a good time, and hopefully you guys raise some money, and the money will do good to get that shelter built, shade shelter out there for the trail. So on it, let's see, what was I was going to say? Oh yeah, the videos were great. So I still think probably the best part were the long jump videos. So that was pretty crazy. It looked like they had to get a pretty good runner, and then they had to do a little bit of a left turn, and then they had just a little jump from the dirt and jump down into the trees. So I saw Jay Black do one, and he got like all sideways and squirrely, came up off the bike. I don't know if he was trying to get fancy and just jacked it up, or if it really just happened like that. But apparently he saved it. I'm not sure how, because like I think his feet were level with his seat. Not where they're supposed to be. So that was probably something that, yeah, Michael's on here. That's probably something that you did good on too, Michael. I know you in your motocross, you're probably jumping the heck out of that without any worries. So Jeremy Coleman says, doing good, brother. Yep, sitting here with the new kiddo. Excellent. I figured you were. I figured you were chilling. I remember those times. Those are good times. Sitting there with the little one. Not me anymore. I'm just going to have to wait for grandbabies. Which, who knows? Maybe a while still. Nice. Kelly Farm says, Victor ran a 9:40 lap. Jeremy ran an 11:04, but Jeremy collected coins to shave 2 minutes off his time. So it was exactly what you said, Paula. You were talking about, what's your strategy going to be? Are you just going to turn a hot lap, or are you going to turn a good lap but stop and get coins? So looks like Jay Black's strategy to grab a couple of coins was the way to go this time. And naturally, Victor turned to 9:40, which I'm sure was probably the hot lap, because Victor is riding so well right now. Carolyn Fairless from Pisgah. I don't know how to say that. Pisgah, North area of North Carolina. I knew you guys were traveling, so that's pretty cool. Welcome to the show, and hope you enjoy your, I don't know, are you guys vacationing, or are you guys just hanging out? But sounds cool to be traveling around. I know that for sure. Alrighty, I've got one other event that happened this weekend that I'm aware of. Bummed I missed it. All my Kansas friends were up there, and we had several Oklahomans go down again, doing some gravel racing. So we had the Gravel King Hondo up in Augusta, Kansas, and I think it was originally scheduled for like a 100-miler and a 50-miler, but somehow over time, or maybe it just ended up being differently than the description, ended up being a 119-miler, a 77-miler, and then a short course 29-miler. Everybody I know did the 119. I think a few did the 119, and then most everybody did the 77. So yeah, so looked like a blast. Saw lots of pictures, lots of podiums. Sounds like the course and the weather was pretty sweet. We had quite a few Oklahomans go down there. So My teammate, Bike Lab, Aaron King, went down there and did the intermediate, which is the 77 miler open. Looks like so did Jason Engelke. So did Stuart Schrader, Dustin Anderson. Looks like Ray Heck did the 77 also, and looks like Desiree also did the 77 single speed. Aaron King knocked out 6th place in the open on the 77. That's pretty sweet. That's a fast group, super fast group. I think Scott Moniger won it, and he's a retired pro, still kind of sort of semi masters pro, whatever. I don't know right now. He's kind of about us, and he was in the same group. So Aaron, that's a great ride. Jason Engelke, same. I know Jason's been riding. I haven't seen him for a while, but Jason knocked out a 4th place and rode in that same group. So great job and excellent. Stillwater crew looked like, unless I missed somebody, looked like it was just Michael Ray and Abby Shalabrisky. Abby knocked out 1st open women, and Michael knocked out 9th open men, which again, pretty good. That's a solid group. Stuart, so we rode the 77, but they age grouped him for the Masters men. And then Desiree was in the singles open. There was not a women's open. Looks like there was just a open. So that's men, women, whatever. And she was 2nd place in that. So congratulations to all the Okies that attended the Gravel King Hondo in Augusta, Kansas. Let me peek over and see if I've got any comments. Nope, I'm still good on YouTube. Alrighty. Alrighty. Where were we at? 26 minutes. Is that right? Yeah, 27. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Let's see. Let me make sure. I kind of got my sheets out of order. I'm going to make sure I haven't messed anything up here. Got that covered. And then I'm going to skip. All right. Again, I just want to do a quick reminder of our weekly events. I'm just doing this every week. We have some standard weekly events that have been happening, and I just want to keep you aware of those. So all of you guys and gals that keep saying there's nothing going on, there is something going on. And what's cool is it's free. It's like an event, but you don't have to pay for it. So knock these babies out. We've got T-Bird Dirt Crit. Unfortunately, it's the last one coming up this Thursday. So I'm going to try to get down there and make the last one. Should be great weather. I assume. I haven't looked at the forecast this week, but if it's anything like today and with the weather we've had, it's going to be beautiful. So I'm looking forward to it. So T-Bird Dirt Crit, let's make this last one a great one and go knock it out. Wichita Falls doing the Thermal Thursday, and I changed that to the Not So Thermal Thursday. So it's a little cooler now, so it's not quite as thermal as it has been. I don't know how long they're going to continue to do that. So yeah, but it's that's their Dirt Crit. Same version as the T-Bird. It's just in Wichita Falls. So I know some of you guys are closer to Wichita Falls if you're out my way. So might be something to consider. Wednesday at Skip. No formal race, just group ride. Everybody rides on their own, kind of hangs around and drinks beer after. So Wednesday Skip, Midwest City. Tuesday, 2 things in Tulsa. Claremore guys and a lot of people from Tulsa go ride Claremore Trails mountain bikes. And then they 2 or 3 weeks ago, they started the CX practice. So Tuesday CX practice in Tulsa. So there are some other little things, but those are the main ones that kind of pop up. So Jeremy Coleman says, by the way, my picture is still up in Peddler's Pub. Yeah, I've seen it. I get tagged a few times when people are in there from Oklahoma and they see it and they take a picture and tag me in it. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I love those guys. I'm glad they're back open. I think they've been open now for several weeks. They had to close for a really long time because of COVID. Things were pretty sketchy. I think in Northwest Arkansas for some time. So they're back open. I don't know if they're doing inside dining again yet or not. I know they've expanded their outside area and they're doing a lot of outside eating and they've even had some live bands and stuff going like that. So I'm glad that they're back happening. So yeah. Anyway, it's good stuff. Love those guys. Alrighty. That's really about it. So I'm going to cover this one last little bit. And if you guys have questions, comments, things you want to talk about, toss them my way, and I will do what I can. Also, if you guys have events that are up on your schedule, up on your little list, and toss them out. I want to add them to the list. I want to start kind of collecting a list of all the different events, whatever it is. Gravel, road, gravel mountain bikes mainly my thing, but we're looking at some marathon stuff coming up. Hey, I didn't cover that. I just thought of that. I have notes. I must have gotten my notes I did get my notes out of order. I'm going to have to go back. I have notes that I skipped a page. So if you have events that are kind of coming up on your radar, anything, whatever they are, most of us are multi-sport athletes anyway. Or I'd say multi-discipline, not multi-sport, multi-discipline. If you've got an event that's kind of floating around in your space, toss it out, let us know, let me know, and try to keep tips on it or tabs on it. Yeah, Jeremy Coleman. Yeah, that's right. You guys are just up there in Arkansas. So it was amazing over there. And they're talking about Northwest Arkansas, Jeremy and the family. Yeah, because you guys were there at the same time when I was at Womble, because I saw Karina's message asking about Kohler, but it was like, I don't think I responded for like 2 days because where we were at, we had no signal. And then I spent, I spent like 5 or 6 hours driving home. So, I apologize for not getting back with you, but you guys were there. Jeremy says it was amazing over there, and most of the places are open, but outside eating only. So that's kind of what I thought. But good deal. Thanks for letting me know that. Yeah, Paula at Kelly Farms Trails is posting. She says, I saw this post this afternoon. I saw it this afternoon, but I think it probably popped up this morning, maybe late last night, but I didn't catch it till this afternoon. Roy Pemberton, looks like our buddy Roy's at it again. Don't know the exact details, but let's just say Bartlesville area. That's where he lives. Looks like that's where him and his wife are going to retire, and he can't help himself. So looks like he's scoping out some place. He said Lake Hudson, and then I saw another post, so there was another lake that maybe he was thinking about. I'm not sure. So we'll get more details on exactly where. It doesn't really matter. Let's just say Bartlesville area for now until we get details. But Roy is looking at creating a new trail, developing a trail crew, much like he helped do at Ponca City. And you guys have seen the work that happened there and is still happening there now, even with Roy being gone. The crew he left behind with Chad and the guys there have been doing a wonderful job maintaining that. And Roy's looking to start that up again. So if you live or are near the Bartlesville area and want to help build trail, be a part of that, then if you don't know how to get a hold of Roy, get a hold of me and I can put you in contact. So for sure. Yeah, good stuff. All right, I need to backtrack. Where'd my notes go on that? Why did I miss that? I don't know where I put them. Oh, I know where I put them. They're over here. Yep. Okay. I'm on chat. I actually organized my notes a little bit better than usual, so that's kind of scary. I know he's not listening. He's probably doing a TikTok video right now. I pop in on his TikTok live videos every now and then, and I'm sure he cringes. But one of my 19-year-olds is helped me with dinner so that I could write my notes. Because it usually takes me about 45 minutes to look up all the stuff I need and write my notes out. So I was running behind today, so he helped me cook dinner while I wrote my notes out. So props to Jared, one of my twins. Alrighty. Weekly or just other random local-ish events. And I say local, not meaning local to me, just local to Oklahoma, things that pop up on my radar. And again, I would love for you guys to start throwing things out my way. And I'll start trying to just keep a list of all these events. I try to repeat them every show so that we can all, kind of keep we're all kind of like-minded with the types of events we do. But I like to toss them all out. I have a few on my list. This popped up again when I was just doing an event search on Facebook. But 9/26, September 26th, tour to Fort Sill. Don't know much about it, but there's an event page on it. You can find it. It's on Facebook. Looks like it's a road ride, just a t-shirt ride. Looks like it'll be pretty fun. I don't exactly know the route. But if you're interested and you're in the neighborhood and you don't have anything to do, might be something fun to do. Next up is 10, October 2nd through 4th, Osage Passage. OsagePassage.com would be the website. And looks like they're doing kind of a combo, gravel racing, gravel riding, gravel or bike, or just camping. So not really bike packing, just camping, as well as cross racing. So go over to OsagePassage.com to check out all the things that are happening. I don't know who all's involved in that, but I know that Charlie Lingerfelt is probably the guy behind the gravel side of things. I think he does a lot of that. I think he's from the Tulsa area. He's done some of the Talamina gravel camps. He's done a couple of those camps. So anyway, should be fun. I'm not sure what my plans are at that time frame, honestly. So who knows? I might sneak up and knock out a little gravel ride that weekend. I'm not sure. 10 and 10-11 is a possibility. So 10-11 is our Tour de Dirt Guthrie race. So again, I mentioned that's right now that's up in the air. We've got some irons in the fire trying to see if we can recover this, and I'll let you know if we do or if we don't. But that's the 11th is the date on that. The day before that, on the 10th, locally out here, the Cordell just down the road, 20 minutes from me, has the Cordell Pumpkin Festival. It's a typical small town festival. We have our hometown festival here in Hobart on the 26th, I believe, weekend the 26th. Cordell has theirs and called the Pumpkin Festival. And but the thing that I want to talk about there is some of the locals, the Rocky Rollers. I just recently became aware of their group, and honestly, I didn't even I knew there was some guys that rode there, but I really didn't know much about them because they ride locally a lot, and I'm always on the go. So I'm gonna try to link up with those guys and ride with them a bit. But they've organized a little t-shirt ride. Should be fun. They're riding from the Pumpkin Festival, which is just right there, middle of Cordell. You can't miss it if you're driving through. And they're going to blaze up 183 to Rocky and back, or blaze up 183 to Roosevelt and back. So, and I'm here at Hobart. You won't see Hobart. We're about 2 miles off 183. I mean, you can kind of see the town, but you won't be able to be in town. But you'll blaze right by where I live if you're going to Roosevelt and back. So it looks like the short one is 22 and a half, 23. Looks like we're like 24 and change, 64 and change, 65 for the long route. So I'm looking at doing the long route. Might be fun. I may try to knock that out on my gravel bike, honestly. So what's cool about 183 out here is all the way from Cordell to Roosevelt, we have a huge shoulder with rumble strips. It's like 8 feet wide. So I mean, you can ride. You could easily ride 2x. You could almost ride 3x in that space if the rumble strip wasn't there. But you could ride 2x2 easily and not even be anywhere near the main road. So it's super cool. I ride out here all the time. I ride on it a lot. Pavement's even pretty good too. So you get some pretty nice pavement. So will be pretty nice. So anyway, I'm looking at doing that. And if we have Guthrie, I may double up and just knock that out and head to Guthrie and do that stuff. So we'll see how that plays out. But anyway, should be fun. Like to have several people come out just because it's local and I don't get many things out here that are local. So let's see. Next up, 1018. I just saw this one. I was just doing a quick hunt through the events, for September, October, November to see what's happening. And I came across one here. It looks like Tahlequah has something called the Pumpkin Holler Gravel Smasher. I don't know anything about it, but I'm going to check it out. Looks to be, there might be a shorter distance. I didn't look that closely because I was running out of time before the show started. But Pumpkin Holler Gravel Smasher, Tahlequah, Oklahoma. Beautiful area for those of you that have not been up in that area. So I can only imagine that the gravel is going to be pretty sweet. But I rode a 100-miler because I saw that. But again, there might be a shorter distance. But I'm unaware of. Usually, almost all these courses do have a short course as well too. So it looked neat. That's 1018. And then last but not least, two of our staple, one of our staple events has upped its game a little bit this year. The F5, our boys at Medicine Park have upped their game. We're still doing the F5 this year. The date is 11, 21, and 22. I didn't look to see which is which, but we're having a 2-day weekend. You can ride, you can run, or you could do the double, which is means you do Saturday and Sunday. So it's going to be a marathon run and a marathon race. Same course, same style as the F5 like we've always done. The only thing is we're adding a run to it. So should be a pretty epic weekend. Adds a whole different discipline, which I think is great. I think some of the off-road runners, if you guys have been around them, they're a lot like the mountain bikers. They're a little different breed, and I think it'll be a super fun weekend. So sitting around drinking beers with Mike and Joanne Roberts and Chad Ellis, or Chad Everett and Mark Ellis, and they even tried to get me involved, and I don't think I'm going to be able to pull it off. Maybe I might be able to be talked into something by November, who knows, or by December, who knows. But during that conversation, they were talking about the F5 and the run, ride, double up. And it looks like sometime in December, Mike and Joanne are going to try to mirror the F5 or do the F5 number 2. I don't know how it's going to be marketed at St. Crispin's, and they're going to do a very similar marathon race run weekend where they you run one day and race the other, or you double and do it. So anyway, so we're looking at 11, 21, 22 for the F5, and sometime in December, possibly as the same format at St. Crispin's. So I think that gives you guys several events to look forward to and to start preparing for and start thinking about, and to start maybe getting back to some racing normalcy, which I think we all are in dire need of. So yeah, so that's what I got. Let's see, I've got some. Kelly Farm says October 17th, so we can add that to the October 17th weekend. Yukon BMX is putting on a racing at the Velo Solutions Pump Track in OKC. So that's the Velo Solutions Pump Track right down by the Devon Center, I believe. Pretty sweet little place. I've been down there a couple times. Haven't done a lot with it, so. You bet, Matthew Giblet. I got you. We already talked about you, brother. We got you down. 10-10. I talked about it. CPF bike ride. You got it. That's the Cordell Pumpkin Festival. Yeah, we chatted about it and about the distances. So I am right. Isn't that right? I mean, I mapped it out. Isn't that right? It's going to be 22.5 if you do the Rocky and back, and it's going to be about 65 if you do the Roosevelt and back. I think that's right. I mean, that should be ballpark pretty close, but I figure you guys might have a better idea. So, River Sport. Okay. Yeah. So I was close. It was down there. Honestly, Paul, I'm not really. I get all mixed up on what's what when I get down there in that River Sport, Chesapeake, Devon. I said Devon. I mean, Devon Boathouse is what I meant, the Boathouse area. So I never know which one is which, but River Sport, everybody kind of knows what that is. You're right. And thanks for getting me straight on that. All righty, I'm gonna wind her down. So unless you guys have anything that you want me to add real quick or you want me to talk about, let me know. Or if you have something that you want me to talk about next week, just drop me a message. Probably don't drop me a message in here because there's a lot of comments and it takes me a long time to go through these, and it's really, really easy to miss them, especially if there's like a comment under a comment. Just the way Facebook tracks all the comments, even when I go back after the fact, it's really, really hard to go through the list because it sorts them in weird ways. So if you guys have an event you want me to add, then for sure do it. Let me know. I'm going to actually add that right now, that October 17th, 10-17 Yukon BMX at Velos, at the Velo Solutions Pump Track. On my list. Heck yeah. All righty. Miss you guys. Hopefully I'll see you guys, some of you guys, Thursday. So I hope you come out and knock out. Let's make T-Bird. Man, my Facebook Messenger is blowing up. You guys can hear it dinging. But yeah, I'm gonna do my best unless something crazy happens at work. I'm gonna blaze up to OKC on Thursday. Make it a half work day where I can drop off some printers. Am I wrong, Mark? Let me look and see. I may have said that wrong. Oh, Mark, I'm wrong. Yeah, I got them mixed up, Mark. You're right. Guthrie is October the 4th. So I'm totally clear on the Cordell ride now. I don't have anything on the 11th. Man, I don't even have to rush. How awesome is that? So I think I've been saying that the Guthrie, again, is up in the air right now. I will let you guys know, but I've been saying the wrong date on that just because I got the date with T-Bird and Guthrie mixed up in my head. Guthrie is actually scheduled for October the 4th. So if we are able to make it happen, most likely we most likely will probably have to move that date to give the promoter, if we can find one, more time. But anyway, I'll let everybody know what happens. Something's gonna happen with this. I'll make a decision with this by tomorrow sometime, and I'll let everybody know so we can just either we'll either get this thing dialed or we're just going to get it out and be done with it. So I'll let you guys know. So thanks for catching me on that, Mark. I totally just janked that up. That's my bad. So all righty, I'm out. I'll see you guys Thursday, T-Bird, for the last dirt crit. At least I hope I'll see you out there. So until next time, later. Yes, and yeah. And I'll go get my YouTube stream ended.